South Africa's history is a tapestry woven with tales of struggle, perseverance, and transformation. Situated at the southern tip of Africa, the country's rich heritage dates back millennia. The land that is now South Africa has witnessed the rise and fall of numerous civilizations, the arrival of European explorers, colonization, and a protracted struggle for freedom from oppression. This video aims to provide a brief overview of the history of South Africa, from its earliest inhabitants to its modern-day challenges and accomplishments. The history of South Africa begins with the arrival of early human ancestors. The San and Khoikhoi peoples were among the first inhabitants of the region, living a hunter-gatherer lifestyle. Around the first millennium CE, the Bantu-speaking people migrated into the region, bringing with them advanced agricultural practices and ironworking. In the late 15th century, Portuguese explorers like Bartolomeu Dias and Vasco da Gama reached the southern shores of Africa, paving the way for European colonization. The Dutch East India Company established the first European settlement, Cape Town, in 1652. Over time, British, French, and German settlers arrived, leading to conflicts over land and resources. British and the Dutch-descended Boers, Afrikaners, over territorial control and political rights. This culminated in two Anglo-Boer wars, 1880 to 1881 and 1899 to 1902, which eventually led to British victory. In 1910, the Union of South Africa was formed, uniting the British colonies and the former Boer republics. Apartheid and struggle for liberation. The most significant and harrowing chapter in South Africa's history is the era of apartheid, which began officially in 1948. The National Party, led by white Afrikaner politicians, implemented a system of racial segregation, denying non-white citizens basic rights and subjecting them to discriminatory laws. In response, various resistance movements emerged, including the African National Congress, ANC, and the Pan-Africanist Congress, PAC. Nelson Mandela, an iconic figure in South African history, became a prominent leader in the fight against apartheid and was incarcerated for 27 years. Transition to democracy. International pressure and internal unrest eventually compelled the South African government to initiate negotiations for a transition to democracy. In 1990, President F.W. de Klerk announced the lifting of the ban on the ANC and other anti-apartheid organizations. After years of negotiations, the first non-racial elections were held in 1994. And Nelson Mandela was elected as the country's first black president. Post-apartheid South Africa. With the end of apartheid, South Africa embarked on a path of reconciliation and nation-building. The Truth and Reconciliation Commission, TRC, was established to address the atrocities of the past and promote healing. Despite progress, the country faced challenges, including high levels of inequality, unemployment, and the HIV/AIDS epidemic.
South Africa's history is a testament to the resilience and determination of its people. From ancient civilizations to the struggles against apartheid, the country has undergone significant transformations. The journey to democracy and the subsequent efforts towards reconciliation have left an indelible mark on the nation. As South Africa continues to shape its future, It must draw on the lessons of its past to build a united, inclusive, and prosperous society for all its cities.